holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
What part do they win it? He said there, no backs in the backfield, all receivers out in the pattern, and in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Caught left side by Hilton. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Trey Burton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Darnold. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete to
A.J. Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball over. It changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's his 2nd fumble here in the 1st quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him, or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turn down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turn down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd and 7, Darnold.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got Burton here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Denver.
And here's Darnold to keep him. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. A nice little burst right there.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
3